What's up, guys? It's Bryan again from Lake Kicker Scuba and Marine. If you're new to our channel, do me a huge favor, hit this little subscribe button right here and ding that little bell as well. That way you guys are going to be notified every time we upload new content. Now I want to make a quick little video about staying in shape as a diver, and by saying that I don't mean having a nice six-pack, I don't mean being able to lift 1,000,000 pounds. You know what I mean by that is staying in good physical health or good physical shape to go diving because of the strenuous activity you have to go through before you ever go splashing into the water. And what do I mean by that? Well, in short, walking around with scuba gear on land. You see, as a public safety diver, I get to dive in a slew of different places that you would never even imagine, like sewers, intake pipes, hydro stations. I get to go in places where the average diver is probably not going to get to go to. But that also means that I'm going to put my body through a lot more stress than what the average diver would. If you look here behind me here, this is one of our main docks, our main playground, what we call the underwater playgrounds right out here. And it's a very simple entry method. You just walk down here, put your gear on, jump in the water. Or if you want to go in from land, there's a set of stairs right over there where that dive flag is. And you can basically just walk down the stairs, you're in the water, and you don't really have the stress of having all that dive gear on just trying to get into the water. Maybe you like diving from a boat. It's very simple to do. You stow your equipment on the boat, you get on the boat, you put your gear on, then you either do a giant stride or a rollback, and it's very easy. It's not very difficult on your body, it's not very harsh on your body, but as a public safety diver, we go through a lot of harsh environments here on land that we have to deal with. And I'm gonna show you a couple of different clips here. This first one is what I call the 100-foot steps. Now this is up off of Lake James. This was a salvage job that myself and one of our other divers did, and at the end of the dive, we literally had to walk up 100 steps. Now we just made an hour-long salvage and then had to walk up these stairs after the fact. And trust me, with steel cylinders on your back, that is a pain. That is a pain. It hurts yourself. But I want to show you another one too. This was a very recent survey job that we did for our local power company here in the lake, and we had to go down this embankment. Now this embankment was roughly about 300 feet long, and it's on a pretty steep incline, and we had to walk all the way down that, get in the water, make an hour-long survey, get out of the water, and we had to climb back up. Now unfortunately, what you're seeing on screens or the camera footage is probably not really giving it justice, because the incline here is very, very steep, and you can imagine going up on unlevel ground, you know, the steepness of the contour of the ground there, and also not having a good solid bottom to walk up on. Yes, there were stairs that we could use, but you're walking through woods. There's a lot of things that you could twist your ankle on, you could break, you know, a leg or something. We could fall down wearing this dive gear, and this is the reality of what we have to deal with sometimes on land. And this is why it's so very important that you stay in good physical health. No, you don't have to be an Olympic runner. No, you don't have to be the best bodybuilder. No, you don't even have to have six-pack abs, but you got to be able to exert enough energy here on land to get the job done. But you want to protect yourself too. So there was a lot of times in the public safety field that we overexert ourselves because sometimes we have to, but it's still so very important that we take good care of ourselves when we do this. But let me know down in the comment section below, what do you guys do to take good care of yourself? Obviously, I know you probably work out, you probably eat healthy too, but what other things do you guys do to take good care of your muscles? Do you specifically work a certain set of muscles, say for scuba diving? You know, me as a runner, I'm constantly working my legs so that I can walk with all this heavy gear on. I work out my back so that when I do put a tank on my back, I'm not overstressing it. I use proper lifting techniques, things of that sort, so that I make sure that I'm not going to injure myself when I'm doing my job, whether it's a public safety diver job, a commercial job, a salvage job, or even just a plain old dive instructor like I do most of the day anyways. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below, how do you take good care of yourself? Have you ever been injured, say on land, while wearing gear, maybe walking to and from the dive site, and how did you overcome it as well? Because I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you understand the message here. Please take good care of yourself. No, you don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to have that perfect body shape, that hourglass design. You don't even have to have six-pack of abs to go out and do stuff like we do, but you do need to be in good enough physical health that you're not going to injure yourself while you're out, say, doing a diving operation or just going diving for fun. So let me know down in the comment section below what you do to take good care of yourself. Guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked it, give me a big thumbs up, definitely share it, and I'm really looking forward to your comments on this video. But until our next one, take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.